everyone. We are still Sunday, October the 11th. Why am I saying still? Because the last Captain's video weblog I filmed it. Well, I said that I filmed it was nearly 3 a.m. and it ended. The upload ended around 7 a.m. That's why I kind of hate being at home, because the internet. I mean, there's the TV. There's what else? The computer, the home computer, and there's all of our computers that all drain so much bandwidth, you know. So I uploaded a video of 3 gigabytes here in Montpellier in my apartment. Takes what, 45 minutes maybe? The video yesterday, well, this morning, was 1 gigabyte, maybe 2. 4 hours. What? So anyway, I'm back in Montpellier, and I mean, I was pretty gutted. I gotta admit, because in train, I was in first class. I had been forced into going to first class because I booked my train a bit too late, you know. But I mean, I was in first class, so whatever, really. I was a bit gutted because while in the train I was listening to the radio, and besides the fact that we don't get the radio real nice every part of the trip, I was listening to the rugby match between France and Ireland, and God, we've been, I mean, it wasn't so bad at the beginning. We had a good quality, but then, I mean, we lost 24-9, I think, which doesn't seem that bad, but if you realize that we took 2 tries in something like 10 minutes in the second half, and I mean, at the end of the first half we were down 9-6, so that wasn't bad per se. I mean, we could think that, hey, maybe we can do something, because the team had an amazing phase at the very end of the first half, except it was ended because I mean, I think there was a penalty that was called. I'm not sure. That's the thing with rugby. And also we put down 2 of their best players, Sexton and O'Connell. I don't remember, but they're 2 legendary players for Ireland. Didn't face them at all, because the man who substituted for Sexton, he was really good. Oh, Jesus Christ. So yeah, I was kind of gutted, but now I'm not really gutted anymore, because I'm watching football and we're leading 2-0 in Denmark. It's only been 12 minutes. Oh God. Oh yes. What the hell, Matuidi? And 2 goals from Olivier Giroud, the Arsenal player, who apparently is on the bench now at Arsenal. I mean, I can understand it. He didn't score for the national team in something like 6 or 7 months. That's not really convincing. Anyway, there's this player. You know, when you have there's kind of this, I wouldn't say custom really, but it happens pretty much every time there's a big international competition. There's always you have to do a list of, at first, 30 players, and then you reduce it to 23. And in those 23, I don't remember if it was at the last Euro, so it was in 2012, or last year at the World Cup. But there was this guy who plays in Porto and whose name is Eliakim Mangala, and everyone thought that he would be the next Pascal Chimbonda. Pascal Chimbonda was an Everton player who had been selected for the World Cup in 2006, except he didn't play a single match. He apparently was good for international level. We never saw him play, so we can say he was kind of he was kind of the butt of the joke, really, because because of his name, there's been a remix. He's become kind of it's been viral, but really without internet. Because of his name, was kind of a remix of the 2002 song Chihuahua, but instead of saying Chihuahua, they were saying Chimbonda, and it was really funny for us, but for him, maybe a bit, because hey, it can't be too sour. Don't you dare be sour. Clap for you 2 times WWE Tag Team Champions and feel the power. It's a New Day, yes it is. The New Day, they're really good. Apparently they've become really, I won't say run-of-the-mill heels, but they've become more generic heels. I haven't seen SmackDown yet, but on Raw, they cleared house. They fucking put down John Cena, Dolph Ziggler, the Dudley Boys, and okay, it's really easy being a heel in the WWE and in pretty much every company, because that's how humans work. You always find a reason to hate someone. That's pretty much. It's much more complicated to really like to root for someone every step of the way. That's why faces someone they are a bit assholes, because they're humans. You can be a goody two shoes every time. Denmark, it's pretty sad, the state of Denmark's men's national team, because I can only remember the 1998 World Cup, which was 17 years ago. They were one of the best teams in Europe. The goal was like Schmeichel, who played for, I would say, Manchester United. There was Bentner. He's one of the, now he's one of the old guard, but I don't think he was playing in 1998. Now their players in their national team. There's one player from Toulouse and one from Guingamp, and that's is the Danish league that bad? I don't know. At any rate, we leading 2-0. 2 goals from Giroud. Oh, he had a lot of luck to put those in the back of the net, but he put them in the back of the net, which is the most important, because Benzema now is injured. So, oh boy, he still has the ball. No, it's lost. It's really hard being a really convincing heel now, if you're talking, because the main thing about heel promos is you've got to antagonize people, but you cannot antagonize everyone. I mean, CM Punk tried it in 2011 in his pipe bomb when saying, "Hey," when talking about people who said that they were his fans, but they were still buying the WWE official stuff without his face on it. So why are you really saying that you're a fan of mine? I mean, even then, the internet fans, the one who watch indie wrestling, who pretend to be in the know, you know, I am one of those fans, those smarks, they wannabe smart marks. A mark is the usual fan, the one who now knows about kayfabe, who knows, hey, it's all, he knows the terms. There are rarely fans who don't know that it's scripted, that it's basically a soap opera. But it's really hard now because even when you're talking a lot of shit, there will be people with whom it's gonna resonate. For example, Paige's promo that she cut on Charlotte, Ric Flair, the Bellas, Becky Lynch a couple of weeks ago on Raw. I thought that it was really something. I mean, I thought it was something really true. She was speaking the truth, even when she was ribbing Natalia pretty hard. Do you still work here? That's really impressive because it's true. Natalia, she's one of the best workers in the female division. She could get a good match out of a lot of people, not everyone, but it's been a while. And I mean, of course, I understand that she is with her husband, who's been badly hurt. But I mean, at one moment she can't afford to not work, I guess. I mean, it's been 6 months since Tyson Kidd has been injured. I mean, it's hard to talk shit about Natalia. Because she's one of the last graduates from the Hard Dungeon. Yeah, she's a tough worker. She is technically one of the most solid workers in Divas division. Oh, could it be 3-0? Could it be? No. Anyway, and yeah, I mean, she was really speaking the truth. She was saying, hey, those tag team matches, I mean, we're talking about Divas Revolution, but at first it was great, everyone was enjoying it, but then tag team matches with two teams, the whole teams, and one is just let out. That's the best way to make it phase out, you know? You can keep the momentum with all that terrible booking, you know, pitting women one against another. I mean, in a team, you know, it's got to be, you know, sort of. I mean, it's got to be coherent. Anyway, I'm talking about the French team now. We have, I mean, pretty much the only Paris player who is doing really well in his club and in the national team is Blaise Matuidi. He's really, really good. And there are players like Debuchy, Digne, Jallet, who... I mean, Dean is not really gone from Paris. He's just on a loan in Roma. But they're among these players that are really good, but can make it into the team at Paris, and their work rate suffers from it. You know. I remember seeing in the friendlies of the after season back in June, and Dean, Debuchy, Cabaye, they were bad. They hadn't played a lot, and I don't think they had even been on the starting 11 once in the season when they were in Paris. And you're like, why? They're talented, but apparently when you've got Van der Wiel or Thiago Motta or Verratti, or I mean basically anyone in Paris's starting 11, you cannot hope to just replace them unless they're injured. I mean, in the summer there was a strong showing from Rabiot and Augustin, and now they're on the bench. Rabiot is supposed to be the future of Paris. Augustin was really convincing. Now that Ibrahimovic and Di Maria are back or are playing, well, no fat chance. Corner kick. And there's a foul. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Oh well, I see where the foul was. Come on. This guy is supposed to, Martial, he's been bought for 60 million euros, I mean 80 million euros because of the bonus. And I mean, people have been comparing him with Thierry Henry, and I can sort of see the similarities. But when he was playing in Monaco, I've barely seen any of that really. Anyway, also, my teeth don't hurt anymore, unless I'm actively chewing something from the left of my jaw. So I guess I'll have to avoid that for a few days. And yesterday I called yesterday's Captain's Video Weblog Arthur Tooth in reference to Arthur Dent from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Because dent, well, not dent, but the French word that's written exactly like dent means tooth, you know? So I was like, hey, that's a good pun. That's a really shitty pun, to be fair. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Will be Monday, October the 12th, 2015, and it will be the 42nd Captain's Video Weblog since September the 1st. First, but not third. It will be certainly the last one before some kind of hiatus. Ooh, Jesus Christ, that was a bad slide. I will probably upload one here and there. Oh, Jesus, he's so good. What a fucking fantastic goalkeeper he is. Mandanda, our goalkeeper from Marseille, who drew Nîmes 4-4. I don't want to put the blame on the younger players, but I mean, kinda, still. Anyway. Yeah, we'll be. I will upload some of those whenever I feel like it. To be fair, but I mean it's you know, it's exercising yourself to upload something on a regular schedule. Well, if not hourly, at least daily, because it's really tough being a university student and not having a really you know. Balanced schedule. and wanting to do something that would be, you know, every day at the same hour. Hey, stay tuned. If it was my work, I would have said okay, but now it's it was so close. Ah, yeah, he should have taken it more from the really the flat part of the forehead. Goodbye.